straight to the time. I only play the win, about to close up shop. So tapping.
It's the 2K Sports pregame show.
Good evening, sports fans. This is 2K Sports. Ernie Johnson, Shaquille O'Neal, Kenny Smith. And tonight our broadcast will be shifting to
2K Sports welcomes you to the following presentation of the NBA.
Welcome, everyone. It's time for NBA action. Coming to you live on this Saturday night. Alongside Doris Burke and Greg Anthony, this is Kevin Harlan. And on the sidelines, Hall of Famer David Aldridge. A contest between conferences. The Pepsi Center here in Denver, Colorado, where the Nuggets take their home floor. This their first chance this season playing the Pacers. A year ago, they each gained a victory at home, but couldn't secure a win on the road. Let's check out Indiana's starting lineup. They've got Jason Tatum. Davis is out there with Allen. Then there's Murray. And it's Brogdon in at the two-guard spot. So the Indiana Pacers able to put the first points up on the board. No good from Simmons. Murray surveying the D. Pass to Brogdon. Doors, we're at the end of the season. The playoff seedings are at stake right now. These are important games, but more and more we are seeing teams resting players with minor injuries.
Well, I've asked coaches, would you rather be rested or ready? And the reality is they say rested, because we can get ready in the course of a game. The natural rhythm and competitive instincts of players will take over. And this is where teams start to prioritize health more than ever. And I think you see that across all sports, not just the NBA.
Now Murray, after Victor Oladipo missed from long range. Murray, the pass to Allen. Shakes off the strong D and gets to the bucket for two. Allen's got his second bucket of the night.
Boy, not a bad beginning. 3 for 4 from the floor. Pretty good start.
Oladipo against Tatum. Here's Simmons. That one wide left.
3 straight misses to begin the game. Not the start they were hoping for.
Simmons against Murray. Here's Davis. Now the pass to Brogdon. Clock at 6. Davis inside. Ingles covering. Murray for 3. He doesn't hit that one. Simmons with the defensive effort. They need a good offensive possession.
Yeah, they've gone a long time without a bucket.
Will it go? And Simmons slams it in.
What strength on the slam from Simmons. Punching it home and sending a real message there.
You know, guys, when you think about Kevin Love, you have to think about all of the attributes he gives you on the offensive end. He's a knockdown shooter, can hit from anywhere on the floor, but he still knows how to go body to body inside and get an easy bucket, and all of that is critical to what they do.
Here's Harris, following the basket by Anthony Davis. Simmons on the wing. He's covered by Murray. Oladipo against Tatum. 13 feet away. And he overshot that one, missing.
You're not going to see that very often. Plenty of space, but he just, let's face it, he whiffs on that one.
Murray against Simmons. In the corner. Tatum with it. Shot clock reset for the Pacers. Davis makes it off the glass.
And not hard to see why they are giving up points on this run. Just too many good looks from in close.
Oladipo outside. Pass to Love. And Allen with the block. And so it's Indiana in control with the 9-point. And welcome back to the second quarter of action. Plenty of basketball left to play, but this one has been one-sided so far. And taking a look at the Pacers' performance here, guys. What are your thoughts?
Well, already in the first period, they found ways to get this offense ramped up.
I think one key is they've controlled the tempo so far. And I know it's early, but it helps to have this kind of lead.
All fueled up and ready to go. Let's reset the lineups, courtesy of Gatorade, as the second quarter gets going. So on the floor for Denver, Gary Harris is out there with Simmons. And it's Joe Ingles. Then there's Victor Oladipo. And it's Love in at the pivot spot, manning the middle. And here is Murray, following the three-pointer by Kevin Love. And he makes that one.
Yeah, and there it is again. On a lot of their possessions this first half, they've established great inside position.
And Simmons kicks to Ingles. Denver passing it around. Passes it to Oladipo. A three-pointer, no good.
That's as good a look as he's going to get beyond the arc, but there are no sure things from that range, even for him.
Murray outside. Dishes to Tatum. Over Oladipo. Tatum's shot is off.
Well, they get it to the high percentage area, and then it all goes wrong from there.
Puts it up from 12. Oladipo misses.
Yeah, good interior D there prevents the deuce.
Well, if he wasn't there, that shot's going in. Love the effort on the defensive end.
They're finding lanes to the hoop now with consistency. 5 buckets in a row from the paint.
And Denver decides to take their first time out here. More and more, we're hearing the term positionless basketball, Doris, but it's not an entirely new concept. I remember Jerry West, for example, talking about it a couple decades ago.
Well, I think Jerry West talking about it is about there are certain guys historically who could play in any era. Jerry West would be there. Rick Barry would be another one. So certainly this has been a topic discussed in the past. I think why it's so important in today's day and age, the NBA has become a switch-heavy league, and that's on the defensive end. And therefore, teams like Boston and others are building their roster around guys who are switchable and versatile. It's become an almost necessity in today's NBA.
Great perspective. Now Brogdon, after Victor Oladipo missed from long range. Davis against Ingles. He kicks it to Simmons. Love outside. Murray against Simmons. Denver needs to get off his shot. Here's the triple. The Nuggets with another miss.
And they've got a big lead, not just on the scoreboard, but really in the rebounding numbers as well.
Bounce pass from Brogdon. For three, Murray drills the three-pointer.
Have to respect the range of Murray. He just nails shots from this distance.
Simmons against Murray. Love deciding where to go with it. They could use a bucket. That shot off. Great D that time from Tatum. Simmons against Murray. There's 47 seconds left now here in the second. Loads it up for Davis. Tatum against Oladipo. Trying to get open is Davis. And there's the bucket from Tatum. Tatum's got 4 this quarter.
Well, Jason Tatum has the kind of size and length to be effective near the cup. Really good job staying in attack mode.
Simmons finds Ingles. Love against Allen. This one for 3. That's in, and the Pacer lead is cut down now to just 12 points with the basket from Love.
You know, rough start for him, but he seems to have turned the corner here in the second period.
Simmons against Murray. Pass to Davis. Indiana shooting their first free throws of the game right now. First free throw is good. And both free throws good for Davis.
And among NBA bigs, he is known for his ability to deliver at the free throw line.
And so it's the Indiana Pacers.
And now, the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Hey, folks. Indiana did not hesitate to set the pace. Some major league offense and defense in the mix as they raced out to an 11-2 lead. They came on extremely strong as the quarter was winding down, nailing all 6 of their last field goal. And that'll...
The Denver skyline looking absolutely gorgeous tonight as we return to the Mile High City. And after a very lopsided first half, we'll see if things play out a little more evenly here in the second. One of the stories here, Jason Tatum getting it done today.
And they haven't needed a lot of shots to get their points. Just tremendous efficiency here in the first half.
I think you can look to specifically the patience and the shot creation. Really solid effort.
And on the floor for Nate McMillan starting the second half. Davis is out there with Tatum. Then there's Malcolm Brogdon. Then there's Allen. And it's Murray in at the point guard. Even though Oladipo didn't spend a lot of time on the Thunder, he does credit his time there, Doris, as a big factor in his development.
He points specifically at Russell Westbrook and the amount of work Westbrook puts into his game. So what did Oladipo do? He changed his frame and he changed his work habits, and that led to an incredible season last year.
No good from Simmons.
Oh, great effort there. That's how you defend the paint.
Well, that's just stellar interior defense. You can't ask for anything more than that.
Now here's Murray. Taking a look at his numbers, he averages about 7 points a game. Tatum against Ingles. Now here's Tatum. He's tightly guarded. The shot comes out. And here's Oladipo. He'll bring it up for Denver. They trail by 14. After this one, they take on the Clippers at the Staples Center. That'll be just one game played away from home for them. Simmons against Davis. And the call on the shot that sends him to the line. Well, Doris, for rookies, beyond skill, what attributes do you think they need to have an early shot at success?
Yeah, I think one of the things that you always wonder about, and one of the great players in history, Kevin Garnett, talks about the impact that other older players had on him. Sam Mitchell, when he first arrived in the league, they taught him the work habits necessary to succeed at a high level. So the first thing you'd have to have is commitment to work. And the second thing is the right temperament. An NBA season spans 82 games over 6 months. There will inevitably be ups and downs. And how do you weather both of those things, Kevin?
Denver calls timeout.
The amount of points they've given up here in the paint, that's what they got to talk about.
Well, I think they've got to ramp up the pressure. There's no excuse for letting them score at will in the paint. Make them feel you.
Now, here's Oladipo. Taking a look at his stats, he's averaging around 9.5 points a game.
I just love the heart of Simmons. Doesn't matter what the D throws his way.
He's still able to complete the play.
Simmons against Murray. Indiana needs to get a shot off. And they force the shot clock violation. Great team. Now let's have a quick look at some of the league's top defenders in the season's second half. Fifth best, Victor Oladipo.
Defensively, he's been a glove. I mean, he has just been blanketing his opponent.
Simmons with it, now guarded by Murray. And it's Simmons penetrating. The wide open look here for Ingles. His three-pointers off the mark.
Hard to figure out how he doesn't knock that one down. No defender in sight.
Tatum passes to Allen. Back to Tatum. Puts it up. No good there. And the Nuggets going the other way. To the middle. Here's Harris. And the layup is good after a nice lead pass.
And can you always depend on him or what to lead you to the right place with that pass? Money.
And that'll be Indiana as it goes out of bounds. Pacers retain possession. There's 57 seconds left in the third quarter. And there's the bucket from Tatum.
Continuing to push the action and build this lead.
You can tell they've got their foot on the gas pedal right now. No slowing down. The defense starting to look helpless.
Kicks to Murray. Back to Tatum. Over Oladipo. And Tatum the bucket on the assist by Murray. And 11 points for Jason Tatum.
Well, he's taking a lot of pressure off the other players right now with how well he's shooting it.
Simmons finds Love. 4 seconds separating the shot and game clocks. To the paint. Here's Oladipo. And Allen with the block. Brogdon against Harris. The pass to Murray. Here's Davis, and the Pacers tack on 2 more.
As dangerous as he is inside, Davis gives opponents nightmares when he's able to get to the mid-range. He's very reliable when he's...
And so it's Indiana with an 18-point lead as the quarter comes to a close. And we'll see if they can keep up their tremendous shooting they've been dialed in so far from the field. And we'll be back with you shortly. And let's take now this moment to bring up our State Farm assist of the game.
Yeah, an easy choice tonight. Look at the precision on this pass. Put it on a platter for him.
And when you're the beneficiary of a pass that good, you better deliver, and he did just that.
And there have been 2 very different performances from these teams today as we get going in quarter number 4. Oladipo is out there with Joe Ingles. Then it's Simmons. Then there's Harris. And it's Love in at the 5. Roman the paint. That's the group on the floor for Denver. From 10 feet out, he clangs that one off the back iron, and down it falls. Pacers leading by 18. Murray kicks to Davis. Back to Murray. Inside. And Davis throws it down.
And the precise passing of Murray, really moving the ball well around the floor.
Time called here. The Nuggets decide to talk it over. You always hear coaches preaching consistency. Doris, what enables that kind of night in, night out reliability?
Well, I think a lot goes into it, and you can start with pride, Kevin. If you're putting in the kind of preparation necessary, then you're going to take a certain amount of pride in the things you do on a night-by-night basis. Things aren't always going to go your way, but it's not how you end the night. It's how do you respond in the middle of the game when things are going against you. Calls haven't gone your way, or perhaps there's a bad matchup. What's your response? So a lot of things go into consistency, and it's why we take special pride covering players who pride themselves on being available.
And one of the most admired things you have, too, as well.
Correct. Michael Jordan loved to play every night.
Down to 5 on the shot clock. Here's Simmons. Allen with the rebound. Allen's got 6 rebounds here tonight.
And physically, there's no doubt they've been the stronger team. A +10 rebound advantage tells you all you need to know.
Brogdon kicks to Murray. Over Ingles. That one off the back iron and out. On the wing, Ingles. Off target from 3-point range. And so it's Murray who brings the ball up for Indiana. A great fourth quarter, just giving up 2 points. High post, Davis. To the inside. And it's Murray, that time on the assist by Davis.
And even at 6'5", Murray just elevates high inside for these buckets. A high percentage shooter down low.
And the foul on Jamal Murray. That's his first foul. Doris, what is your solution to the controversy surrounding one and dones?
Kevin, I believe the one and dones will be a thing of the past, and I think it will happen shortly. And the reason that can now become a viable option is the G League holds the key. You can now allow players to enter into the minor league straight out of high school. If they raise the salary of those G League players, then it helps across the board.
And as we head to the final buzzer here, a crushing blowout. Big-time dominance, and this will go in the record books as a gaudy win for the Pacers.
You don't see this kind of a blowout often, but tonight this is a quality win across the board to deliver out this kind of punishment.
They definitely never changed the approach. They just kept after it and showed they were clearly the better team in just about every single category.
And this will be a big win for them. Lucky win number 13 now in the bag. And something we've come to almost expect is greatness from this guy. Such an overall great performance it was for Anthony Davis.
Boy, this guy played with some swagger and intensity on the boards tonight, dominating the physical aspect of the game.
Now here's Crabb, defended by Jefferson. Crabb, no good. There's 37 seconds left in the fourth quarter. And it's Caruch missing. Tatum passes to Collison. Back to Tatum. Wants to get it to Jerebko and does. Yep, it counts.
I'll tell you, when you're the visiting team, it can be hard to maintain focus, but not tonight.
No, I think that they've been locked in during this game. They didn't let the opposing crowd get to them at all. This has been pure domination.
Babbitt kicks to Jefferson. Over Tatum. So no problem for Indiana as they get the win. This crowd. All right, David, great job. Thanks so much. And that'll do it, folks.